Hey there, this is the Freewave. I wanted to let you know about a current project which I am opening up. Basically, a friend of mine, Mort McAdver, came up with the idea of Maressey in a Skype chat, a bunch of ponified covers of rewritten Smiths and Morrissey songs. It all began on My Little Remix over a year and a half ago, and I quickly joined in and we began fleshing out the idea of this project. Playfully at first and then seriously later. Now, why would anyone start such a project? And we have a full 2-page thread on My Little Remix. Well, the Smiths were not just an ordinary band, they were a very special one. The Smiths were one of the most important bands of the 80s. They came out of the UK and really ushered in the indie pop movement, a departure from synth-heavy pop of the time, and were known as sort of the best songwriting duo since Lennon-McCarthy, or Plant and Page, to be fair. They did things their own way and made songs that were incredibly relevant to their diehard fans, songs about loneliness, depression, shyness, sexuality, and social issues. They did it with a flair, passion, and a lot of wit. Even if the songs were sometimes sad, they would make you feel incredibly happy after hearing them because someone else clearly knew how you felt. Their music spoke to and for people. And it just so happens that the song subjects and lyrics of the Smiths really cross over well to the Brony community. And when these songs are ponified, as we've already done, they give interesting spins on both the characters, but also on the Brony community ourselves and why we write music and what happens when we do. We've tried to capture what we love about these songs and make them equally relevant to our community, very much like the Beatle Bronies did ponified covers of the Beatles catalog. So this project started mostly by accident. Mort sadly has taken a very backseat role to this. He's going to help out on about 2 songs, but it does continue on and will be a collaborative event album, which I'm starting. Even if you aren't a Smiths fan, and believe me, when I mention the Smiths, most people say who, we hope that you will be excited when you hear these songs, as there's relevance, poetry, and a real revolution from the norm and from the traditional pony EDM. Much like how people cosplay because they want to be the characters, this is an effort to channel what we love about the Smiths into something that's relevant to us, and we do it back as a tribute to them as well. We'd like this music to create a real impact to those who hear it and have an independent flair from what's being done so far in our community. Even if you're not a Smiths fan yet, we're hoping that you will be by the time we are done. I will be looking for many vocalists and additional musicians for this project, so if you're interested, do not be afraid to reach out to me. Unlike most event albums, this is more an act of forming a cohesive and unified album and approach versus having everyone work autonomously. Think of this as a big virtual collaborative band. After a year and a half of dreaming, this project is a go-ahead and will be a real album that we hope to have started and running by the end of the summer. I've worked with a Smiths cover artist named Johnny Mayer, who despite his name is not a brony, and he has done the music on at least 10 songs for this project already. He's done the guitar parts, he's done additional instrumentation on bass, drums, and even some orchestral elements. So we're actually starting ahead of the curve on this and have several songs ready to go and just need vocalists. There's even more songs from the Smiths' vast catalog to tackle if you'd be interested in helping to complete this eventual free album. We have MIDI files, songbooks, and tabs for guitarists for these particular tracks. There's also plenty of literature on how to get certain guitar effects and sounds to match what is the original sounds of the tracks. So, if you can play guitar, bass, or drums, well, if you have good sound libraries and expertise to turn a MIDI file into a realistic sounding band or orchestral backing, and most importantly, if you are a good male or female vocalist, your help is very much needed. We're not looking necessarily for name recognition. We're looking for overlooked talent who'd like to be involved on an ambitious rock-based project and that can help pull it off. This really will be a group effort, but you'll likely only be needed for a particular song or 2, unless you want to help out for more. It's taken a lot of work and planning to get this far, and we're only halfway there, but we've crested over that hill now, and I hope you take a look at the thread that we have on My Little Remix, listen to some of the music, the original tracks that these are inspired by, get interested in this project, and decide to take part. There are a lot of EDM projects all over the place, but there's very few rock-based ones, so we hope you get interested and join in. Thank you very much.